Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to go over the foot and sort of some ligaments. Again, real quickly, this will kind of replace the other foot video, but just for some confusion's sake, we compare these two models. So this one to this one. This is your plantar fascia. Notice it's cut away right here. On this model, we've cut the plantar fascia off. Like you can see remnant of it here with the white, but it would be over this muscle. So you really can't see plantar fascia on this model we're going with. And here it is superficially on this model, cut off here to reveal the layer underneath. So then the next immediate muscle we see is this muscle with these long tendons. And again, this muscle with these long tendons. This superficial muscle is flexor digitorum brevis. Now, if you remember in lab yesterday, we can also point to flexor digitorum brevis behind flexor digitorum longus. So if we're looking from the posterior aspect, here's flexor digitorum longus. This tendon poking out right here is also flexor digitorum brevis. This is the tendon, it comes all the way down, and then we see the muscle, flexor digitorum brevis. On this model, again, this guy right here that was cut away from the plantar fascia. Here's our flexor digitorum longus. Here's flexor digitorum brevis. So I can point to brevis here or bottom of the foot. So now we're gonna kind of stick with this model because this has the removable layers. And again, I'm trying to hold this, talk, and point at the same time. So I apologize in advance if it's a little bumpy, shall we say. So we are going to remove the flexor digitorum brevis, which now I have. Now we can see the quadratus plantae. So that's this muscle belly right here. And then you have the lumbricals, which are the little muscles that you see poking out between these little tendons right in here. So the muscles poking between the tendons there, that's your lumbricals. This muscle that makes a Y, so here's the Y, that's your quadratus plantae. And this long tendon right here that's coming on top of quadratus plantae that we were calling the plantar fascia, this is going to be the long plantar tendon. So to recap, plantar fascia on this model was removed. We had this muscle superficially under the fascia. This was flexor digitorum brevis, which I can also point to up here, that little tendon. And I'm gonna remove that. Deep to flexor digitorum brevis, Y-shaped muscle here, quadratus plantae, long plantar tendon. And then here I have the short plantar tendon, which are gonna be these little branches here off the long plantar tendon. And the muscles that we see in between, so here and here and here, those are lumbricals. We're gonna take the quadratus plantae and the lumbricals off. So now we're gonna go even deeper. And now notice we've got two muscles here. You've got adductor hallucis going at an angle here, and then adductor digiti minimi right there. But we don't have to know that one. So adductor hallucis, this guy right here. So don't memorize it as this one. Adductor hallucis, this one right there. Now, if I remove that, so I'm going to go another layer deeper here, and I'm going to pull this off, or attempt with one hand, which is no small feat, let me tell you. So bear with me while the video's going to get bumpy. I'm trying to pull this off. So now once I've removed that last layer of muscle, then these guys going vertically, these are going to be my plantar interossei. So notice that changed. The lumbricals were the muscles between here, which are between the short plantar tendons, which is attached to the long plantar tendon, number 22, which then you have that Y-shaped muscle, quadratus plantae. Remove all of that, and you've got these vertical muscles here, which are your plantar interossei. Remember, dorsal interossei, as I hold this and hope it doesn't tip over, are the little muscles, trying to do this, it's harder than you think, are the little muscles between the toes anteriorly. All right, I can't, I'm trying to get this to prop up so it doesn't fall over, so I can hold it. Nope, that's not gonna work. So let me show you this model, if that'll stay upright. So again, there's my plantar interossei, the deeper of the two, and notice that the tendons for the extensor digitorum brevis are kind of overlapping the plantar and the dorsal interossei. And then there's our extensor hallucis brevis next to the tendon for extensor hallucis longus, which comes up and dives behind extensor digitorum longus. All right, hopefully that clears up any confusion. Any continued questions, let me know.